What's up YouTube, Tintin here, and today we are back with my first prediction of the new year. The anniversary season might be over, and my prediction series of it might be incomplete. Sorry about that, graduation made it kind of impossible. Just FYI, my bet was on Popeye, and I was right. But it's a new year, and with the same old me, without further ado, let's... And there's the plot hook. Hi Medusa.
Yo.
You know, you didn't even come to the door, you just played a sound effect on your phone. Any reason?
Spite.
You know, that's fair enough. Well, you know the drill at this point.
Blah, 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 blah. Jinx is gonna win, blah, 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 blah. DC sucks, I hate it.
Wow, that's harsh and accurate. I like it.
We already brought her up, so start with Jinx, I guess. Physically, Jinx was able to take hits from Vi, who could destroy bank vaults. A feat that will require up to 40,000 pounds of force per square inch.
Jinx's crazy hyperactive nature also makes her really good at dodging bullets. She can also enter a super state after blowing something up that can make her run 175% times faster than normal.
Jinx, based on what she should scale to from the other champions from her own original game, should be able to tank attacks that can destroy entire city streets and even whole cities.
Jinx, being the lovable psycho she is, carries a large variety of weapons, with her favorite weapon, Fishbones, which is her self-made missile launcher. She can use this thing to express her Second Amendment rights in the most explosive way possible. Her fishbones can fire multiple missiles, and she can use it to rocket jump.
Her second most iconic weapon is her Pow Pow, a compactable minigun that can fire 2,000 to 6,000 rounds per minute. She also carries her Zapper, a gun that can fire bolts of electricity that will both electrocute her foes and noticeably slow them down after being hit.
Listen, guns are nice and all, but when you're a card-carrying member of Explosions R Us like Jinx is, then your real bread and butter has to be bombs. Jinx carries a large variety of bombs that she can use to destroy bridges, buildings, people, herself. Basically, if it exists, this chick almost certainly has tried, or will try, to blow it up. The most notable bomb she carries on her is her Flame Chompers, which are a combo bear trap and, well, bomb. She's also a genius when it comes to the use of bombs, knowing the best possible way to make something blow up.
Her last piece of standard equipment is her Super Mega Death Rocket.
Subtlety is lost on this woman.
Yes it is, but we love her for it. Anyway, she can fire a frickin' missile with more range when compared to her standard equipment. To put it simply, this nuke can fly across whole battlefields and will do extra damage to foes that have already been hurt. Overkill in its simplest and most explosive form.
Jinx is one insanely dangerous, explosive-loving, hyperactive psychopath, though that is arguably also her biggest fault. While not dumb, Jinx isn't the brightest when it comes to something that isn't about explosives. She can be rather impulsive, and her explosives can get her into trouble if she ever decides to throw caution to the wind.
However, I wouldn't underestimate wait, have we used every adjective to describe explosive, hyper, and or crazy?
No, but they get it. The girl likes to blow stuff up.
You'll be missed, Jana! Not by me.
Harley Quinn, being the Joker's right-hand woman, has been around for quite a while and has been featured in tons of different types of content, at least when compared to Jinx.
Harley, being the DC street tier she is, doesn't have a lot of crazy stat-related feats. She should be peak human. Strength-wise, she has bested the Joker and Batman in combat before. She can dodge bullets rather consistently. But defense-wise, she is seemingly superhuman. Harley has laughed off a session in the electric chair. She has escaped literal hell. She huffs Scarecrow's fear toxin for the fun of it. She has managed to steal Lobo's motorcycle, and she most impressively has survived being stabbed by Wonder Woman's atom-slicing sword.
Harley, due to her long history, has quite the roster of weapons. These include, but are not limited to, a baseball bat, sledgehammer, comically oversized mallets, guns, machine guns, a grenade launcher, chainsaw, baton, a comically oversized boxing glove, gun, snare traps, lockpicks, jack-in-the-box bomb, and a non-lethal version of Joker Venom, which upon entering a person's system will cause them to start laughing uncontrollably.
She also has 2 pet hyenas that she can order to attack people. She also has a ray that will give a person cancer if they're hit with it.
Rude.
You think? That's not a punchline. That's just wrong.
Harley, later on in life, was injected with a super serum created by Poison Ivy that made her even more crazy, but it also enhanced her already impressive superhuman levels of strength, durability, and speed.
With these new buffs, Harley went on to use them to defeat a good chunk of Batman's rogues gallery. These include Poison Ivy, Killer Croc, Two-Face, the Penguin, Scarecrow, and Swamp Thing. Plus, again, she has defeated Batman and the Joker in a fight before.
It should be noted, however, that Harley, despite all her weapons and drugged up stats, is still human. That, and she's also completely insane. Her victories are also questionable, her wins over superhuman foes and Batman are not consistent, and she has been easily beaten by those same characters before.
Harley's gullible nature makes her prone to being manipulated, and rather easy for the Joker to control. Despite all his harsh words and treatment, despite the clear lost cause he is, and despite admitting the Joker is nothing but a deranged piece of human trash, no matter how often Harley might leave him, she almost always comes back and is just as blindly loyal as before.
I'm working for Batman now.
But your heart beats for me.
Only thing beating will be my fists on your face.
Well, with both combatants' rundowns over, all it's left to do is compare them and give our final thoughts. When looking at this fight overall, both characters have their certain advantages. Harley is likely physically stronger, though just barely, as Jinx has certainly kept up with physically impressive characters. Harley also has a larger variety of overall weapons and versatility at her disposal, and Harley has far more actual combat training and experience when looking at their overall history. However, Jinx has survived attacks that are far more potent and impressive than anything Harley has. Jinx's overall firepower is also much more notably impressive and powerful overall, some of her weapons being powerful enough to probably even one-shot Harley Quinn if she's hit by them, and Jinx and Harley, while close in speed, Jinx is likely still faster. Not to mention that Jinx, while not insanely intelligent, does know how to use her weapons very well and is an expert when it comes to using explosives. Meanwhile, Harley isn't stupid either, though she is completely insane and very gullible. Overall, I don't think Jinx could use this to her advantage, but when looking at both characters' overall arsenals and weapons, I think that for this death battle, Jinx is most likely to win and to finally destroy DC's win streak against non-Marvel characters. Also, to be blunt, if we give Jinx access to some of her more questionably canon weapons and material, this girl can destroy galaxies. Even if we gave Harley access to some of the items that she has obtained in the past that could make her a Superman tier threat, she'd still lose. So overall, I think Jinx is going to win. Now Medusa, what do you think?
Like Tenton talked about before, if we were to give Jinx her high-end costumes, which are, albeit not canon to the original Jinx, they are still Riot Games approved costumes for her. And if we were to give those skins their canonical power levels for the death battle, the Odyssey skin for Jinx has canonically blown an asteroid mining adventure in half. If this asteroid is big enough to be mined out in a massive operation and she just casually breaks it in half, then she's definitely got some firepower behind those weapons of hers. All in all, I think Jinx wins this one as well, regardless of costumes or skins or otherwise.
Well guys, you've heard what we think, but what do you think? Who do you think is going to win this death battle? Are you rooting for Harley, or are you going with Jinx like us? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. This has been Tenton.
And Medusa.
We will see you guys next time. Peace.